You know, the most fascinating machines are the ones that self-correct. A thermostat doesn't worry about the temperature. It doesn't lie in bed all night thinking, oh God, it's 72 degrees. I'm such a failure. It'll always be 72 degrees. It just notices. And with a quiet click, it begins the process of change. And that unconscious mind of yours, it's the most sophisticated thermostat ever conceived. It's been trying to regulate your system all along. This feeling you call fatigue, that's not breakdown, that's the alarm bell. And the truly brilliant part is, you can learn to listen to the message, not just panic at the sound. Let's talk about intuition. That's just your unconscious mind, the part that runs your heartbeat and your digestion. Finally, getting a word in edgewise. It's been whispering to you all your life. That gut feeling to call a friend who needed you. That sudden knowing to take a different route to work, avoiding a traffic jam. You already have the receiver. We're just turning up the volume. Think of a river, a wide, deep, powerful river. That's your core energy, your life force. Chronic fatigue is what happens when the river gets clogged with old logs of I should and boulders of what will they think, and the toxic sludge of unresolved emotions. You're not tired because the river's dry. You're tired because the flow is blocked. And intuition is your ability to sense exactly where the next logjam is. And what you need to do is release it. A man once spent years staring at a locked door, convinced he was too weak to open it. He prayed for strength. He built muscles. He remained exhausted. One day, in a moment of quiet surrender, he noticed the key. It had been in his pocket the whole time. It was labelled permission to rest. Another key was there too, permission to feel angry. Another, permission to be unproductive. He didn't need to break the door down. He just needed to use the key he already possessed. The spiritual lesson in the fatigue. It's a lesson of listening. Your body is your first and most honest guru. It refuses to lie. When your spirit is weary, your body will make you rest. When your soul is hungry for a different path, your body will slow you down until you look at the map. So let's model this. Imagine a round table inside you. At it sits the CEO who wants productivity, the child who wants play, the warrior who wants to fight, and the sage who just watches with infinite wisdom. For years, maybe the CEO has been shouting, banging the gavel, running the show into the ground. The fatigue is the sage finally cutting the power to the boardroom. It's not a coup. It's an intervention. And now, you can learn to lean in and ask the sage, what is it you know the rest of us need to understand? And the answer may not come in words. It may come as a memory of a place you loved as a child, a sudden urge to drink water, a deep full body sigh. That's the language. That's the signal. The next time you feel that wave of exhaustion, instead of fighting it, get curious. Say to yourself, fascinating. What is this sensation really? If it had a colour, what would it be? A shape, a temperature. You detach from the story of I'm tired and become a scientist observing a fascinating phenomenon. And in that space of curiosity, a hidden door often opens. You might realize the heaviness in your chest. It's actually sadness you haven't acknowledged. The fog in your head is a plea for a creative outlet. The fatigue was just the packaging. And inside is the message you truly need. Your unconscious mind hears everything. So when you say, I can't get out of bed, it obeys. It's a good soldier. But what if you started to use the language of choice? Right now, I'm choosing to rest deeply so that my body can regenerate. I'm allowing the stillness so my inner wisdom can speak. You're no longer a victim of your state. You're the author of your recovery. And the unconscious mind loves a good author. So now, let's chunk up. What are the ramifications of truly listening? Of becoming the fluent speaker of your body's native language? You become unfuckwithable. Because your energy is no longer at the mercy of external demands. You have an internal compass. That project that drains you, you feel the drain before you commit. And you can choose differently. That person who exhausts you, you sense the energy leak and can protect your field. You stop trying to pour from an empty cup, and instead you learn to find the hidden underground spring that never runs dry. And the karmic repercussions of not doing this, it's a life of quiet desperation. It's giving your power away, day by day, to every obligation, every expectation, until you look in the mirror and you don't recognize the tired stranger staring back. It's the greatest robbery of all. And you're both the victim and the accomplice. But that's not your future. That was just the old training manual. The new one is being written now, by the part of you that always knew how to flow. The part that remembers how to breathe without being told. The part that can look at the tangled mess of thoughts and beliefs, and with a gentle knowing smile, begin to untangle one single thread, knowing one thread is all it takes for the whole pattern to begin to change. And it can be so damn fun. This isn't a grim medical procedure. It's the ultimate detective game. It's a treasure hunt where the treasure is your own vitality, and every clue is a sensation, a feeling, a whisper from your deepest self. So let the rain outside be a metaphor for the cleansing of old circuits. And let that quiet click you might feel somewhere inside you now be the sound of your own inner thermostat. Finally, and with great relief, shifting to a whole new setting.